Hey guys, I just wanted to take a minute here and go over basically how to run the biogas plant, which you can see off in the distance there. I am on our server. This is the tractor equipped with the Kun PZ280F mower and the Krone forage wagon that we have. This is basically what you'll be using to collect the grass that we use at the biogas plant. And of course that's super simple. You just go around and mow stuff while following with the trailer. If I can get this to move here. Maybe. There we go. So yeah, you just mow and get the trailer to follow and it will pick it up. You do have to individually turn the trailer on, so make sure you do that. You can use the other mower as well, but since it goes off to the side, you will have to go back over it afterwards with the forage wagon and pick it up. So this is generally faster because you just do it in one pass. But yeah, so you just go ahead and fill this thing up, and I'm going to jump to what you do once you get it to the plant. Alright, so now that we're almost running out of gas, and we've got a full load of grass here, we've gone back to the biogas plant. So we're going to go ahead and go inside, make fun of Ryan for facing walls. And so as you can see, these are the cement silos here. You go ahead and you dump your grass into it. I've already dumped a load into this one, so we're just going to dump this load into this one as well. If I can successfully back up without making a fool of myself on camera. There we go. It's a good idea to try and dump it towards this end so that it's a shorter distance between here and that opening in front of me, and I'll explain what that does in a minute here. Alright, so now that we've dumped that in, I'm going to go refuel this real quick so I don't forget. So just pardon me for a minute. Alright, so now that we've done that, our next step will be to compact it, and I'll demonstrate that here in just a second. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to the front end loader. And we'll go over here to our silo, which is very full, on this end at least. So as you can see, we've got about 17% in here, in the upper left, I can't give you a mouse, never mind. Up in the upper left in the box, and so it's 17% full, but it has 1% compaction. Now before it will go into fermenting mode, we have to have 100% compaction. Now, theoretically you should have to drive over it, but because this game is silly, you can actually just drive over here to compact it, and this is the fastest way to do it. So, yep, you just keep driving around, and as you can see, the compaction will go up, and got to get that to 100. So I'm going to go ahead and skip to that. Alright, and we're at 96% here, so we'll just go ahead and finish this off. Now, to get to this next step, you do have to have at least 10% in the silo, and as you see it now, it gives me the option to blanket the silo. Just to avoid me getting launched in the air or something, I'm going to go ahead and drive out of the silo before I do so. And so you can blanket the silo, which, as you can see, a blanket comes up over it. Now it goes into the fermenting stage. And like I said, you do have to have at least 10% of the silo filled before it will do the blanket. It has to be 10% full and 100% compacted. Now you can see it's got the fermenting percentage in the upper left now, so that will take a while. It doesn't seem to be affected by accelerating time. It just seems to take a standard amount of time no matter what, as somebody is joining, messing up my video. Alright, and we're back, and as you can see, the silo has finished fermenting. The tarp is gone, and it's this now darker material rather than the light grassy material you see here. Holy Vision has started to load it, and as you can see, you just drive the tractor up to it. It fills up the claw, which this is the special silage claw attachment for it. and then he takes it and goes over to the machine here, dumps it in. You just tilt the claw down and it will dump, and it'll go inside the machine, and that's it. It's that simple. Like I said, you just have to have the 10% in it to start the fermenting, and then after fermenting you just do this repeatedly until it's empty. Doing this gets us free manure. So every bit you put into here gets turned into manure, which then gets taken over to this tank here. Once we get the slurry tanker, which should happen this evening, we'll be able to use this manure. As you see, we already have 144,000 manure for use on our fields. So it's that simple. Anybody can feel free to work this. Holy and I know will be keeping it going. So, but if you don't see us on, you can always just come over here and do it. Anybody is free to load up grass, put it in any of the silos, starting with the one closest to the hole, just for ease of access, because as you see, you have to drive back and forth repeatedly to empty it. But yeah, anybody can feel free to help out. Any stuff that we put through this turns into free manure for us, so it's all great. So anyway, thank you.